Picture this. The year is 2010. You just got home from school after having an awesome Christmas party where you got to watch Polar Express in class and have pizza and hot chocolate. You decide to turn on Cartoon Network while your parents are making dinner and the Chowder Christmas special is playing. Life is good. Nothing is wrong in the world. Until the commercial break starts and the most boring thing of all time, maybe, comes on.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable grow-up plan.
I used to hate this ad when I was a kid. It was boring and dull compared to the rest of the ads that would play on Cartoon Network that were loud and colorful and fast-paced.
He's stealing all the honey!
Nostalgia is an interesting thing, and I found myself recently wanting to watch that ad again for some reason, so I sought it out on YouTube. Now, I am obviously not the only person that did this, and a lot of the comments are saying something interesting. They also have more negative-leaning memories towards Gerber Baby Life, not positive. Nobody is commenting, "I used to love this ad." The top comment is, "This was the background of my parents fighting." Well, alright. And there are tons of other comments talking about how boring this ad was, how all you wanted was for it to end. You didn't even mind the other commercials as much because they were cool and had fun toys.
Who's got?
It was an ad that was targeted to the adults that might be watching TV with their kids, not the kids watching. You weren't going to go up to your parents and beg them to buy the Gerber Baby Life program over a Nerf gun or a doll.
Bakugan New Destroyer.
So why do we want to revisit the Gerber Baby Life ad? Well, it actually reminds me of maybe something similar to the pain of a breakup. The desire to go back to a past life, whether or not it was all positive. Maybe it was just simpler. Or maybe it wasn't, but it felt like that. Or feels like that now. I love laying in my bed, rotting and yearning over years past. So, at one point, I decided that I wanted to learn more about the Gerber program. Now, a quick disclaimer. I am not an accountant, I am not a lawyer, I am not a tax expert. This should not be considered legal advice, tax advice, or financial advice. So what does Gerber actually offer? Well, it's life insurance for your kid that will transfer to them when they turn 21 with no hassle. This life insurance also has a cash value connected to it. This cash value is not exactly equal to the policy of the life insurance. It is an investment that is coming out of the premiums you pay for the insurance. So, the more money that you spend on the life insurance, the more money that you will have to take out in that cash value. Now, Gerber claims a few things. One is that this can be used to buy textbooks or put a down payment on a car. It is just a helpful lifeline to have as a young adult. Secondly, it will last your entire life. As long as your parents buy it and pay their premiums on time, and then you continue to pay your premiums on time when it is transferred to you, you will never lose it. And third,
Later on, your child can buy more, up to $100,000 in total protection, regardless of their health or job.
so how do you actually access this cash value? Well, there are two ways. First, you can cancel the plan and lose your life insurance, or you can take a loan from Gerber that is equal to the cash value that needs to be paid back and will be charged interest at 8%. Now, this proposes a few problems. Let's say that I am a 22-year-old broke college student. If I need to buy a textbook using my Gerber insurance that my parents bought for me, well, either I need to lose my life insurance to get that money, or I need to take out a loan. A loan that I, being a broke college student, cannot afford to pay. So, is Gerber a good college fund? No. Is it a good life insurance policy at least? Also, no. Gerber's life insurance policy premiums cost nearly 50% more than its competitors. So, it's not really usable as a college fund or a lifeline for a young adult whose parents got it for them, and it's not really that good of life insurance because it's more expensive. Well, the funny thing is, it's also just not a good investment. If you thought about it from the perspective of willingly canceling the plan when your child is an adult, you would not see a similar amount in the cash value that you paid into premiums for the life insurance policy until nearly the age of 40. So what this means is that if your parent put every single dollar they spent on the Gerber life insurance program into a piggy bank and then gave you that piggy bank when you were 21 years old, there would be more money in that piggy bank than there would be in the cash value for that plan. So the Gerber life insurance program is expensive life insurance that is not as flexible as they claim and is not a good investment in general. You are actually losing money unless you wait until halfway through your life to take it. On top of that, Gerber claims that the child can add money to the plan, like I said, no matter what. Doesn't matter their income level, their job, whatever. That's misleading too, because there are actually extremely tight timetables that you have to be able to do this. If you cannot actually do that for 90% of your adult life, then that doesn't sound like guaranteed to me. And if Gerber is not informing people of this when they're buying it, they might miss those windows to add the money because they trusted Gerber and didn't do their research. Now, yes, everyone should have some level of personal responsibility in regards to finances, but finances are complicated. There's a lot of legal speak and a lot of different accounts and investment strategies and insurance types that it can all get very confusing and overwhelming, and I don't think anyone should be shamed or guilted for making a bad investment. For years, Gerber intentionally misled consumers, preying on families that were not maybe investment savvy and had hopes for their children's future. The North Carolina Department of Insurance had Gerber pay out $2.5 million in additional recoveries and interest to claimants. Along with that, the department issued a civil penalty against Gerber for $1.1 million, which by state law will be dispersed to public schools. Gerber has taken full responsibility for its improper claims practices, has fully paid their restitution and their fine, and has provided the department with a corrective action plan for the future. Department head Mike Causey quotes, "No family should have to endure the frustration and struggle to get the death or dismemberment benefits to which they are entitled, especially while they are grieving the loss of a loved one or suffering from the loss of a limb. These families believed their accidental death and dismemberment benefits would be available when they needed it most. Time will tell if Gerber is able to correct these things, and to this day in July 2024, you can still invest into the Gerber Baby Life Program, and they still claim all the same things." For a long time with this video, I wanted to answer the question, why did Gerber decide to advertise on Cartoon Network so aggressively? If it was mostly going to be kids seeing these ads, I wanted to know why they chose to not market on channels targeted towards adults, preferably adults that have kids, so not like 25-year-olds, but maybe 30-year-olds. I thought and thought and thought. I came up with conspiracy theories and guesses, and I read and I read and I read, and eventually I came to the conclusion that it doesn't matter. The answer is not to over-obsess about the past, trying to come up with answers for why something happened. A lot of people bought into the Gerber Life Grow Up plan out of trust and financial desperation. They were taken advantage of and intentionally misled, and for that, Gerber paid for its crimes. Whether or not they have fixed them is a different story, and one that I do not have an answer of and we have yet to see. But nonetheless, You just need to keep moving forward. This video was initially planned to be just a video about nostalgia that came from a late-night depressive episode thinking of my young life and what I cannot get back months ago. I recently turned 23, and for as long as I remember, I have had anxiety about getting where I need to be so bad that I stopped letting myself live. I rotted on social media, saving recipes, writing down video ideas, taking note of positive habits and actionable steps. I bookmarked cool restaurants on Instagram that are in small towns 45 minutes away from me and never went. I continued saving things and planning things, overwhelmed by idea and choice and doing nothing with any of it. I didn't create videos like I wanted to. I was reserved and constantly unfulfilled. When I learned Gerber got into this legal trouble, the video turned from a short video about nostalgia into a big research-driven essay about this lawsuit and Gerber's practices. I lost the essence of why I wanted to make this video in the first place. Over the past year, I dedicated myself to finally doing and finally taking action. My anxiety hasn't gone away. I can't do anything about the years I wasted or what I miss from elementary school. All I can do is move forward. The existence of happy memories proves that happiness is possible for you. The rose-tinted glasses on negative memories prove that we can get through it and still look back fondly. We just have to accept what is. Nostalgia can be all-consuming, but it doesn't have to be.
This has been a Hippo Overwatch production.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I have more cool videos on the way. Have a wonderful day or night. Love you.